and to not freak people out and scare them. Anybody who's had cancer really understands time, and I think would get why these posts are just repeating, depressing, scary, and terror-filled. The behavior and gesture I just completed would have got me taken to jail yesterday and booked in King County for assault, harassment, domestic violence. And the video would have shown me doing those kinds of steps. Non-duality, yeah, someone's coming after you and they cause you harm, yeah, a video should get someone in jail. Duality, a person stares, doesn't respond, goes to do what they're doing, steps back from what they're doing, goes back to staring, goes back to watching, goes back to the light, goes back to observing a bottle in the person's hand, and then leaves and goes down in the elevator. The camera has video of all that happened. But me as a victim, and not as a person who is confused with the other person's confusion on camera, talks to the police, maybe gets an eviction notice now, not only from what occurred, but from the other men down the hall and over there. Hearing the stuff going out, me opening my door and singing with my camera. Holy gosh. How much more do people want to see? Have you ever thought about the question, have you ever considered how much more the world needs to see with their eyes and hear from their ears and put into their bodies? To know what works, to know the good choices, dropping the light next time, gosh, I don't know, you drop the bottle and then they might say, well, you threw it at them. So I think you hit yourself in the crotch with the bottle, hit your head with your hand, with the light, so they know, like, you know, it's non-duality. I'll take the abuse too, you know, the light, you know, was scary, the bottle was scary, so just whoosh. And the turning point for these examples and choices to make rather than interacting like a neighbor who's seeing a light and doesn't understand why there's a light, who's watching the light and staring into the light and seeing a bottle. Total and complete awareness. My awareness, my attention froze with the light in my hand. And the freezing, for me, caused them to get scared. The further and further and further and further the philosophy, the neurophilosophy, the digestion of the material gets, the more the pieces get put together, the more prayer fails. The more the chaplaincy makes me sad, lonely, afraid, and gosh darn, petrified. Mortified. Have these people who threaten other people and say they're gonna fuck people up, and people who walk around with such casualness and carelessness, looked at someone who's had cancer, or someone that is struggling with cancer, or someone who has cancer, and told them to talk to the police. They need to get help for their disease. Have these people ever taken 10 years to learn about medicine, the world, and meditation and spirituality? On and off, once in a while, every day, during cancer, proton radiation treatment, right after surgery, through the nose, into the brain, reading I Am That. On so many pain pills, I couldn't even take a poop. Have these people ever heard a sound and not wondered how, why, what, where, when, who did the noise? Have these people ever paid attention to a spontaneous occurrence a video recording for school, a song for a children's band called Shake, Dance, and Rock and Roll. And had the purpose to encourage and inspire and motivate and give energy. Other than, well, Steve, he got into some meth. People were getting meth and, oh. And worse, just blasting music to be conscious and hear some good stuff. To feel safe when the police show up to get the bad guy out of here now. There's not enough crosses in the world, I think, to cover up these words and these language sounds. But a body, brain, and mind can prepare for homelessness, get ready for more suffering, and know the abuse, the violence, the drug addicts won't ever stop, won't ever go take their liquor and take their drugs and take their friends and be happy. With their world. And let the world be loud, obnoxious, vulgar, full of energy, and breathtakingly awe. At the wolf, the light, and the color on Earth. The end.